Do this. As fast as you can. Some people, oh, are you hungry? You're looking so beautiful and you're behaving like a naughty girl. Okay. I like that bench behind. You are doing it so well. Please continue. My lady, you're very beautiful. Just make it as beautiful as you are. Now, let's clap one. That was very shy. Soft. 2. We'll return to the primary school. 3, 4, 5. Yes, the number of grace. Ladies, I almost said gentlemen. I'm used to saying ladies and gentlemen. But there are gentlemen in the house, right? Right? But they are not at the center today. For once, let the girls lead. Let the ladies lead. So on your tables, you will find this. Please, if you don't have this, look for one. I want to see it. Can I see it? Everybody should have one. If you don't have, take it on another table. Please, can she be served with one, please? Who is there? Okay. Today we are going to be doing a lot of networking. That is, you'll be talking to people you're meeting for the very first time, and you might have the opportunity to learn one or two things from those persons. But that will be done afterwards. So I will call on all of us. We are about to start. I'll call on every girl present in the hall to be very attentive to this stage. This is where your eyes should be all through the day. Because you took out time, you paid your money to come and get something. And you have to deserve, you have to make sure that you make the most, and even more than the most out of your time and money. And that will depend on how focused you will be on this stage. Your eyes, ears, minds, memories should be set on this stage today. There will be no waste of time. Ladies of future, of great destiny, of capacities, do not waste time. So you must know why you're here and what you want. Go through it in a way that when an expert stands to talk about a session, you must already have an idea of the session. So you just get their own point of view about the session or the topic. Are we together? Are we okay? Yes. Now, I know we are very intelligent because I know I am the most intelligent person this world has ever had the honor to have. And so should you. But every mind, every memory that is not revived fades out. So I will plead on you. The organizing committee has served up with this. I want to see everybody's book. If you don't have, please just request for one. You are entitled to it. Is everybody having one? So at the end of each session, of each part, simple exercise. exercise. We'll open the pages like this and show if actually we were attentive and we noted things down. Okay? As I said, you might be very intelligent, your memory might be like that of a tortoise, but each time you want to revive it, you just look, you get back into this book, one home, even after 10 years. You can also use all that will be given to us today to help others in your environment. And for that, you must have something noted down. So this is very, very important. So at the end, as I said, we will all take it up and we'll clap for those who must have written a lot. And you might even have friends. Those who are working, you can keep working. I like that. Please, what's your name? Sakina? Okay, let's do what Sakina just did. Look at her. Great, everybody. Don't worry, your body, your dress cannot be tight. Please, just turn and look at her. Do everything she does. This is her moment. Shakina, please come forward. It's so beautiful. Just as beautiful as the carrier, as the bearer. Okay, please let's clap for Shakina's courage. I can't see the smile. Do everything she's doing. Ladies, this exercise is not for fancy. Be conscious of your body while doing it. Appreciate yourself. Speak to yourself. Say, I'm a queen. I'm a princess. Speak to yourself. Let's clap for our courage. Thank you. You may have your seat. Okay. You will have to tell me what you said to yourself.
Why do this? I was like, oh God, I'm the full package.
Please clap for the full package, I beg. Please.
Yeah. Love yourself, girl, or nobody will. I said to myself, love yourself, girl, or nobody will.
She was rapping. Her visa is almost out. Love yourself, girl, because nobody will. Changing conference. When you leave this place, nobody should tell you that you cannot do something. Nobody should tell you that you're unable to do something. And it starts here and now. I want to see it by the end of this. Let's shake this off, please now. Mama is not aware that queens are around. Huh? You know, when a queen gets to a place, only her outfit. If she cannot open her mouth and hear what she says. Oh! Queens, batteries. Are there batteries? You can get. You have which one? Can you give her that one? At the end.
No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours.
You are worthy of all that you dream of and hope of. You deserve everything you feel life can offer to you. But to get there, you must believe in yourself, in your potentials, and in your abilities. Ladies, today a conference is offered to you to throw more light on what you think of yourself and what you know of yourself. And at the end of this, you must be able to answer this question. What are the eyes with which I see myself? Are they the eyes of those around me? Or are they my inner eyes? That is the way you see yourself, what you think of yourself, and what you know of yourself. Not to worry. 3 thematics was carefully chosen to be able to help you discover yourself even better, which are body image, self-esteem, and sexual health. This will be unfolded around 4 various sessions, which you have right before you on the program. Ladies, this is the vision of someone. There is a saying that a vision without motion is failure in disguise. And the motion of the vision of somebody gave birth to what we are benefiting from today. And that person is right here with us. She is here live. You will be able to feel her, to touch her, to see her, and to talk to her. She is a 28-year-old pharmacist, writer, and body positive activist. She is a Cameroonian, right? These Cameroonians are able to do great things, isn't it? It is the most intelligent planet on earth, Cameroon. So, to gain time, we will just let her say more about all of this. Standing merited ovation to Dr. Amaka Fatima. Please, can we stand? I want to see everybody on your feet. Thank you very much. You honor those who are to be honored so that you can also be honored. Please, let's celebrate her once again. Thank you.
Wow, I'm a bit speechless. The hall is already looking so full and so colorful. Thank you, Bodytalk, for changing my life, and I hope that it changes yours today in one small way. I was called up to give a word of welcome. I actually have a lot of things to say. I was going to do a whole presentation with lots of beautiful graphics, but I thought that it might be better if I started by sharing a story. I love the way Danielle is looking at me, because this is how we met in 2020. I was sharing my story and I was nervous. So I looked for a random face in the crowd and I saw her beautiful face. And I looked at her throughout my presentation, and at the end of the event we became friends. And that is how Bodytalk has brought a lot of sisters on my path. There are people that I dreamt of meeting, I dreamt of working with, like Madame Komi Musa. And an event like this pushed me to reach out when otherwise I wouldn't have. And today she's here, so it really warms my heart. So instead of doing a speech, I'm going to tell you a story. It's a story about a girl who grew up with a name like Fatima in a place where such a name was not common. A chubby, black, beautiful girl. And she grew up not knowing that she was beautiful, not owning her beauty, being insecure on herself, the way she looked, and it affected a lot of things in her life. But the day she decided to ask a friend, this thing I'm feeling, this way I'm feeling about myself, do you feel the same way? Am I the only one who feels like this body was not meant for me? When I asked a friend, and then I asked two, and then I asked three, and then I realized that I was not the only one feeling this way. How many of you feel like sometimes the body that you're in is not the body that was meant for you? How many of you feel like that? A lot of us feel like that. And by starting that conversation on a small WhatsApp group one night, one midnight on a random WhatsApp group to 50-something of my friends, 5 years later, we're talking about 400 plus women all over Africa, and that's the story of Bodytalk. And Bodytalk is not one girl's dream, it's not one woman's journey. It's the journey of Clara, Vanessa, Brown, Loretta, Tatiana. It's the story of Judith. It's the story of every girl who joined that platform and poured out her stories to her sisters. So I thank all of you for coming today, and maybe right now we're going to have a more formal look at why we're here today and what really is Bodytalk. Clara, if you're ready. So why are we talking about this? Why did we choose a theme like more than? This is because loving yourself is, I can say, the most revolutionary thing you will ever do. Revolutionary because it almost feels like a crime in our present world to be happy with yourself. A lot of self-care apps are out there, a lot of businesses are focused on making you love your body. But the truth is, they're actually designed to make you hate your body so that they can tell you what they think you need to do to love your body. A cosmetic brand will tell you your skin is not fair enough, and if you could just be a little fairer, then you will love yourself more. A clothing brand will tell you your tummy is a little flabby. If you could just cinch it in a little tighter with their new products, you will love yourself better. So loving yourself is actually an act of protest. And we are going to think about it because we do really think about it. I'm just going to ask one random person, what are some of the things that you love about yourself? Anything, not you, the girl behind.
Hi everyone, my name is Barry. One thing I love about myself the most is my hair.
Okay, thank you. I'm just going to choose another person.
I'm called Sally, and one thing I love about myself is my color.
Don't say it to yourself. If I didn't ask you, did you ever think and say, oh, but I love this, I'm glowing. Most of the time you don't think about it, you take your body for granted. And you think only about the things that your body can do for you, how it can look for you, how it can present for you. But you forget that you are more than a body. You're more than your physical appearance. You're the things that you can do. You're the thoughts in your head. You're your feelings. You're your emotions. And so, for 5 years, Bodytalk has been trying to push the message of self-love and embracing your body. And in our video, we are saying, you know what? Move beyond your body. So our agenda during this conference is to challenge those beauty standards you've grown up hearing about. is to enhance your self-esteem, is to empower your sexual health, is to help you build a supportive network and connect to all the wonderful women you see in this hall. And it's of course to have fun. Who wants to have fun? I came to have fun. DJ, that's DJ Loretta. She had a lot of fun songs for us, and we're having a lot of impromptu dances. Anybody who knows me knows I love two things: to smile and to dance. And we're going to help you do these things. We're going to have group sessions, group exercises on self-care and building body positive exercises and practices. We're going to have discussions, conversations with our esteemed panelists and our coordinators, and we're going to learn from each other as well. And lastly, we're going to be sharing our personal stories and the things that inspire us. So, if any of you saw the flyer, you see that we're focusing on 3 words. Who remembers those 3 words? Yes? Self-esteem, body image, and sexual health. So, some of you might be wondering, what do those words even mean and how are they related? In simple terms, body image is how you see yourself, how you think you look to others, and how you see yourself. Self-esteem is how the way you see yourself makes you feel about yourself. Does that make sense? And how this is related to your sexual health. How you see yourself and how you think others see you will definitely affect how you relate to people. If you think first of all, if you feel that you're inferior to someone and you think this person sees you as inferior to them, what do? You try to please them, you try to meet up, you try to do something to feel better and make them feel better about you. And when it comes to our sexual health or our sex lives or our relationships with the opposite sex, this could have a huge impact. If you're an insecure girl and any guy walks up to you and says, hey, you're pretty, I think you're nice. You're like, oh, so someone finally sees that I'm not sure it's really true, but if he sees it should be there, so I should do more, I should please him, I should do something to make him see that. And this leads you to take certain decisions that normally you won't be comfortable with. There are things that you not normally do, but you think that this person thinks better of you than you think sexually in relationships. And this relationship usually starts in our teenage years. When we are kids, right? When you're a child, do you care about what you do? Do you care about what you're wearing? You just want to have fun, you just want to go out and play. But when you get into secondary school, when puberty hits, that's when you start having all these thoughts. And meaning that if you're insecure in your teenage years, unless something is done, the insecure girl will grow up to be the insecure woman. And lucky for me, I was able to find a way to break that chain. But for a lot of us, it's a pattern that we are still trying to break. And it's actually a daily struggle that we face. And that's why at Bodytalk, we are trying to do this. I'll give you just one statistic. According to WHO, between 40 to 70% of women in sub-Saharan Africa, that is countries below the Sahara Desert, Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, you name it, 40 to 70% have used a skin bleaching product. We've done a lot of surveys in Bodytalk through our various sessions, and these percentages are true, they are not false. And some of these products come under different names, with different goals, and you might not realize that you're using them. But it just drives home the consequences that having low self-esteem or wanting to do different can have. And beyond skin bleaching, another statistic I didn't put there was the consequences on your skin, or what it can do to your health when you do unhealthy cosmetic practices. Let's give an example. A lot of us are on social media. A few days ago, an influential American actress lost her life, left her soul, 32 32 years old. She died from the complications of plastic surgery. She was trying to do a body enhancement surgery and liposuction to have a flat tummy. So the consequences are not just emotional, psychological, they are also physical. You actually lose your life for not loving and accepting yourself. So it's a real fight. And so for us, excuse me, if you're interested in this, you might also be interested in knowing a bit about our journey before we dive into what we have today. So thank you, and we're just going to briefly continue on with a brief summary of what we have done so far in Bodytalk to combat what we're presenting. That's the world that we're trying to create at Bodytalk. And we started as a social media campaign, and we've grown over to a network of over 400 members, and we've been able to reach over 3,000 girls physically and over 200,000 more online since 2017 with our various activities. So our members are mostly made of young girls between the ages of 13 and 29. That notwithstanding, we have older members. I have my mom there. She's a pioneer Bodytalk member. And you will not find it very interesting if you're talking about sex in a group where your mom is. So we have members from Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and beyond. And we all know what our focus areas are: body image, self-esteem, and sexual health. So we're going to talk a bit about some of our accomplishments, our accomplishments, thank you. So we focus on the individual, we focus on the girl next to us. Basically, peer education means that we learn from each other. So there is nobody who is a teacher, and there's nobody who is a student. It's a network of women sharing experiences and learning. And in addition to this, we mobilize for community events, campaigns, online and offline. So some of our major accomplishments is being able to have an online chat forum with over 400 members, proud grantees of the Global Fund to run an HIV program for young girls under the Her Voice Fund. You can go ahead. So this is just a slideshow of some of our early days. I think it was our first ever physical campaign. I see Dr. Agwe is smiling. It was at the Faculty of Medicine in Yaoundé here, a campaign called No Help in Med School for testing medical students for hepatitis and HIV. And then this is one which is very close to my heart, and I'm sure to the heart of a lot of Bodytalk members. It was our No Period Drama campaign in 2019, which to date, one of our most massive campaigns, which was a 1-month-long event on menstrual hygiene management on social media and in schools. So we've been doing a lot of social media work as well, profiling amazing African women doing great work through our mass sharing series since 2020. And I think we're going to talk about 10 days of Bodytalk, which is basically what created Bodytalk and why all of us are here today. In 2017, when we started, we were sharing conversations in an online forum and articles and posters. So it's a physical workbook like this for students in schools and groups, and we have an online version. I think a lot of you here are members of Bodytalk through the online programs that we ran. And we've been able to run 3 sessions since 2020. If I remember correctly, I've had over 600 women across Africa sign up for those programs for 5 weeks each. And so this is just a highlight of some of our special moments. I will actually give this. There is a lot of people will go behind the work, but we will give them a special place during this program to introduce each and every one of them and thank them specially for the work that they've done. And so that is just in a nutshell some of the work that we've done for Bodytalk. We basically could not highlight a majority of it here. But if you would like, from this day forward, to learn more about us, you can follow us on our social media, or you can find us on our website at www.bodytalkinternational.org. And so with that, I thank you, and I heartily welcome you to this conference, and I wish you the most amazing time. Thank you.
Conference once again. There is an international partner who will be doing her presentation right from where she is abroad, and she is Elizabeth Scott. She is a certified eating disorder specialist and educator and psychotherapist whose work focuses on the intersection of embodiment, social justice, and mindfulness. We have one in the hall. She is a communication expert and multimedia journalist from Cameroon. She has won several awards for her willingness to investigate sensitive topics. She is a gender and disability rights advocate. She is a founder of Sister Speaks 237, and she works to ensure that the mainstream media amplifies the voices of women and youth in Cameroon. Ladies, please put your hands together and welcome on the stage Ms. Comfort Musa. And while she comes, we keep celebrating. We have as coordinators an HIV and sexual reproductive health expert working with the CBC Health Services in its HIV-free program. She is also a Bodytalk content coordinator and writer. Please welcome Dr. Fozao B. The next while she comes, we have a consultant with an international cocoa company and the program's coordinator. Please welcome Dione Clara. Dione Clara, is she around, please? Please let's welcome her on this stage. And while she comes, we have a civil engineer and project manager and the program's coordinator too. Please welcome Fru Elian. I can't get you. Are you not explaining yet? We have a communication expert and graphic designer. She is a technician, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Ubango Loretta. I hear she is also a hip-hop lover and a very good dancer. We will have the honor to discover that in the course of this conference. Please, we also have a lab technician and school admin online coordinator. Please, as you would, welcome Helma Brown. We also have, these are coordinators of the conference. They are always there each time you want to talk about Bodytalk, they are there. But apart from that, we also have I'm already saying we. Oh. We also have experts who are here today just for you. Ladies, every question your mind will want to ask, do not hesitate, because we have the right answers from the right persons. And to begin with, let's welcome an obstetrician. And is she the gynecologist? She is in Yaoundé with over 10 years of experience. Dr. Bamni Lillian, is she around? Please let us celebrate. This is somebody you will have to benefit from. So free consultation. Oh, Fatima, God bless you and your team. Free consultations, ladies. Oh, please, we also have a medical doctor, with over 4 years of experience working with mothers and children. She is the founder of Talk Pregnancy with Dr. Nuela, and she is another big doctor. Please welcome Wanyama Nuela. Please celebrate her. Okay, while waiting for other experts, which you will have the honor to meet today, I want to invite all the coordinators of Bodytalk. Please come. Trust me, there are some people who die without ever being coordinator of anything, not even of the food in their own pots. So we have to celebrate those who have made it a lifestyle to help others. Please mount the stage. I want to see you on the stage. Look far away, because this is the red carpet. It is not given. Now, ladies, here I present to you the queen, the best of the best, the most intelligent, the most beautiful, and the most touching ladies you will ever find, or which you will have the honor to start finding from today, because when you meet greatness, greatness meets you. Please celebrate these experts. I was expecting you to deserve a standing ovation to all these great minds. Please give them a standing ovation. There is someone I'm not seeing here where she won't come to me. Please, Daniel, can you come forward? Is it Daniel? Please, Daniel, come forward. She welcomed me. She's so beautiful. I just want you to see her. She spoke to me. She has a very beautiful voice. And I just want to take the opportunity to touch her. Maybe her, please climb on stage. Come in front, please. Throw more light on the stage. Throw more light. Yes, you love yourself, and we love you though, just the way you are. Please celebrate them again. Thank you very much. You may all take your seat. So they will be the one to help you with knowledge, help us with knowledge on Bodytalk today. While they are going, if the technical team is ready, we'll have a video, a little projection. And please, as we all agree, our contract is, please, I can't see everybody. Uh-oh, there. That place is very white, just as white as you. Ooh. Am I started writing from home or it's just here? Please let's look up for her. I saw a bracelet somewhere there. Is it for sale? I saw some bracelets in one hole there. Is it to offer or for sale? Please get a bracelet. Bring one. Fast, run. I'm not a wife. I don't buy dollars. I buy France CFA. So please, I will call on the CEO, the doctor, to hand over the very first prize of the day. Please let's celebrate. Okay. Great. Please clap for her.
so grateful Amika invited me to welcome you to this conference. Connie and I have been working for 25 years to help people uncover the messages and experiences that lead to dissatisfaction with the body, disruptions in embodiment like eating disorders, and all the suffering related to being preoccupied with our bodies. I am inspired by the Welcome to the Bodytalk International Conference. I'm Elizabeth Scott, and I'm co-founder of Body Positive with my partner Connie Sobczak, and I'm so grateful Amika invited me to welcome you to this conference. Connie and I have been working for 25 years to help people uncover the messages and experiences that lead to dissatisfaction with the body, disruptions in embodiment like eating disorders, and all the suffering related to being preoccupied with our bodies. I am inspired by the work that you're doing. I really want to support your efforts. I recently traveled to Africa for the first time and went to Rwanda, where I received this beautiful scarf. And I'm so excited about what's going on in Africa. It just feels like the cutting edge of everything. I wish I could be there with you. I would be so thrilled. I hope so.
The answer with Dr. Fazao Vanessa. Can we put our hands together?
Happy and you know you clap your hands. If you're happy and you know. And what? Everybody wants to show. If you're happy and you know you clap your hands. Now I'm going to do something slightly different, okay? If you're sure you know your vulva, raise your hand. If you're sure you know your vulva, raise your hand. Are you sure? If you're sure you know your vulva and you really want to tell us, if you're sure you know your vulva, raise your hand. Okay. If you're sure you have a vagina, raise your hand. If you're sure you have a vagina, raise your hand. Some people don't have vagina. If you don't know what the vulva is, raise your hand. Okay. Thank you very much. Hello? Hi. So please, now, my coordination is very bad, so I hold up my phone. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Because how well do you know your body? And when we start talking about bodies in the woman context, the next thing is how well do you know your body? If you know your body 10 on 10, can I see your hand? 10 on 10. If you know 1 on 10, can I see your hand? You see, mommy said she knows 1. So some of us are yet think that we know 10 like that, or 7, 8. We probably know 0. That's by the way. We really hope that by the end of this session, we should be able to proudly stand up and say, I know my body. I'm going to share a story which will lead me to this presentation. Some 3 years back, when I started practicing medicine, there was this 18-year-old girl who came to consult. And once she entered the office, I could not breathe. The whole place was smelly. And then I tried to keep up, you know, they say, doctor, you have to smile. No matter what's happening, you know, you have to keep the smile. I tried. At one point, I was like, no, this is not possible. I asked her, I said, Mama, did you bathe today? She said, yes, doctor, I bathed. I said, okay. I said, but there's something, there's a smell that I cannot place. She said, doctor, I don't know where the smell is coming from. And it so happened that she had come to consult for a vaginal discharge. And so when we got to the time of examination, I asked her to take off her hands and then climb on the examination bed. As she took off the pants, like the smell magnified. Then I started trying to look whether my windows were open or half open so that I could fully open them so that I can have space to breathe. And so when I tried to look at the discharge she had, it was quite purulent. So I asked her, can you explain to me how you bathe? She said, well, she bathes well, but they said she should not wash her vagina. And so she has not been washing her vagina. How many of us know that we should not wash our vagina with soap? How many of us know? Okay. Now, how many of us know the vulva? If I say vulva, how many of us know what the vulva is? How many of us know what the vagina is? Is the vulva the same thing as the vagina? No. So let me tell you how my darling friend was made in air. She bathes like this. Yes. Her hand is not supposed to enter her vagina. And so she bathes like this. So in simple terms, she did not know that there is a difference between the vulva and the vagina. So who can tell me what the vulva is? Those who said they have vulvas. No, I'll not call you. Yes, I want the table in black. Yes.
I think the vulva, I'll put it, the lips on your vagina, like the two doors.
Hey, there they go. And they open and they open and close. Okay, yes, let me hear from you now.
Okay, the vulva is the external part where we usually refer to as the vagina. It contains labia, the lips of the private part, so we call it the labia. So that's the area where we call the vulva.
That is made up of the mons pubis, the bamboo glands, the labia minora, labia majora.
I'm going to go back to, I'm sorry I don't know your name. You know that I like to bring things down to the basics so that we all understand. She said the vulva is the door. Open and then close. Now there's something very important I want us to take from what she said. On the vulva you have the vaginal opening. See, excuse my drawing because I cannot draw very well. But I can draw Cameroon. Oh, it's on the slide. I was going to draw, but I'm still going to draw. So, you see, this is all of it. All of what they said, you know, even if you do not hear anything she said, this is it. So it means that if you put yourself in front of a mirror, what you see is the vulva. And very important to note is that on the vulva you have the urethral opening, where urine comes from. And then you have the vaginal opening. And it will interest you to know that the vaginal opening has a hymen. At some point in this discussion, we are going to have a very interesting discussion about the hymen. Because the hymen has caused people to lose their marriages and caused some people never to get married. So we are going to have a discussion about the hymen. But then we have the vaginal opening. Now, note, this is not the vagina. So when they say don't wash your vagina with soap, this is not what they are referring to. That's all. Now, what are they referring to? As you will see, it's a tube. And it's about 8 centimeters long. And it is not smooth. it has roughness around its edges. And so, if you have intentionally or mistakenly put your hand into your vagina, you realize that it is not smooth. So what you see when you stand like this is the vulva. And then what is inside is the vagina. Now, from the vagina, you have something in which we call the cervix, or the entrance into the womb. We know the womb, right? That's where when we are pregnant, our babies stay until they are mature and until they can come out. So here, we have the cervix. And when the woman is in labor, this cervix thins out so that the baby can come out through the vagina. Now from the cervix, like I said, you will have the womb of the woman, which is connected to the tubes of the woman, which is connected to the ovaries of the woman. This drawing is very important. Because a lot of our discussion is still going to come from here. So this is you, in essence. If I ask you your breasts, you will hold them very comfortably. Because you can see them, because you can touch them. If I ask you to show me your stomach, show me, you know. That's why we have to try. I have a head. She will sit very comfortably and hold her head because she knows that she has a head. And if you ask other appendages that are very visible, she can touch them and sing them out. So in the same way, I want that by the time we leave here, we should be able to sing, even we cannot touch. We should be able to sing all of these other parts because that is who we are in essence. And if we understand this, then we are like 100 steps further than where we would have been. Another very interesting story. I had a young couple and the woman developed a fistula. Do we know what a fistula is? A communication between, or a communication that should not be. So it means that the pipe where the right comes out from can go link with the pipe where physics comes out from. And so you have physics and your right coming out from the same place. And what happened to her? She got married. And her husband did not know the difference between the vagina and the urethra. She too did not know. She don't know that the vagina is the vagina, this is the urethra. She don't know that it's different. So one don't even know what's happening down there. We don't even know that if we look like this, we'll see 3 holes. We don't know. We don't know that urine does not come out from the same place with. We don't know that urine does not come out from the same place with menses. We don't know. We just know that everything is down there. So please, when you go back today, take your time, take your mirror, It's your own. It's your own. So take your mirror and put and see what is happening there. Because all through, the lady said no, she does not want to have sex with her husband because it's too painful. Because all through what was the man doing, he was trying to force his penis through the urethra. The urethra is not as elastic as the vagina. The vagina can open it. Do you know that when before a baby is born, the vagina has to open up to head? Says she's fully dilated because the baby's head. So imagine the baby's head coming out through the vagina. So it means that the vagina is really elastic. But the urethra is not as elastic. And this man kept trying to fall through the urethra. And then he tried to, and then the woman ended up in the hospital. So please do yourself a favor. When you go back, take your mirror, put it in front of you, or you come somebody to hold the mirror for you. Hey, come here, hold this mirror. It's your own now. Are you sure about what you are? It's your own. No, if my hand cannot do it, someone will show the mirror to you. And then you look at it. And then you decide, okay, these things I've seen, is it okay? That makes some people realize that they have 2 vaginal openings. There are people who have two. Not so. There are some people who have what we call an imperforate hymen, which means that the hymen does not have an opening. But if you don't look, how will you know? Because the hymen basically is a ring. That hymen that you put here now is a ring which can expand and relax. So when you look through, you're able to see. Some people don't have. And that's why you see some women will not have their menses. And they keep complaining, oh, I've not had my menses. No, I'm 16 years old, I'm 17 years old, I've not had my menses, I'm having pain. And at the end, they come and say, no, it's because the hymen was not perforated. And so there's no way for the menses to flow. So please, let's go back to all of this information. And like I said, do yourself a favor and really to see what is there. Now that we are talking about that, I did mention that this is the uterus. Now, a little bit about who we are is our menstruation, right? Say, I am a missed period. Say it. I am a missed period. Yeah. I'm a missed period. Are you not a missed period? Yeah. In essence, you are. You came here because your mother missed her. So why were you investigating? Or were you thinking, am I a missed period? If I tell you are. You are. And I think in 2019 it was about no period drama. No period drama. And this year, the theme is for us to normalize menstruation. Do you know that averagely as a woman you menstruate about 480 times in your lifetime? As a woman, you menstruate about 480 times in your lifetime. Not so. Some of us have 5 days menstrual flow through of what? Take 5 times 480. Who does big math? How many? So in this your life like this, you have 2,400 days when you are menstruating. So why should it not be normal? Why should somebody tell you that it's abnormal? So just to say that menses is flowing off of the uterine wall. It's not just blood. Some of us think that when they say menses, it's basically blood. No. How many of us have taken time to look at what comes out of our bodies when we menstruate? Do we look at it? Or we just say, that thing is smelling. That thing is ugly. If your menses is smelling, I date a girl. I've said it many times and I'll continue saying this. If your menses is smelling, start checking how long do I keep my pad? Or how often do I change the pad I wear? How often do I bathe when I am on my period? Because those are the things that will make you to smell. If you think that you are smelling when you're on your menses, those are the things that make you smell. You know? And now, it is not only blood. Remember that we are all missed periods. And so in the menstrual cycle, I'm sorry today we are not talking about the menstrual cycle. But in the menstrual cycle, which begins on the day you start bleeding, until the day you bleed again, what happens is, after there's that shedding, your body starts preparing itself for the baby. It's preparing itself. Oh, I think I want to get ready to carry a baby. It starts preparing, yeah? And then you come to a period where, okay, now your body's like, I think I can take a baby in. Not so. And that's the ovulation period. During the ovulation period, everything that happens in the ovulation period is pushing you to get pregnant. During your ovulation, you're glowing, you're very beautiful. And that time, the men can easily approach you because you look very beautiful. Why? Because your body is insisting that I want to carry a baby. And during your ovulation, you can easily give in to sex. It's very easy. So ordinarily, maybe you are saying, I don't want to. No. But during that ovulation period, that's the highest time you can give sex. And that is why you get pregnant. Because your body is doing everything possible to tell you that, no, I want to carry a baby. It does everything possible, everything in its power to tell you, see, I need to carry was made to receive that baby. And that is what we call menses. That is menses. So in essence, when you bleed, it's not just blood. It is the thickening of the uterus that was preparing itself to carry a baby that is coming out. That's why when you look at your menses, you see that there are particles, there are clots, there are other things inside. It's not just blood. It's red because it's mixed with blood. But in essence, it's not just blood. And where does menses come from? This is where menses come from. So like I said, it's a shedding off of this world. How many of us have left blood on somebody's back? We have. Or in a taxi, or in a car. We have. Why? Because if I now tell this taxi, this my mother, hey, I'll stay in his bike, how is it going to look like? How is it going to feel? Is it going to say I'm a dirty girl? Is it going to say I don't know what I'm doing? In fact, we have an article on period leaks, which will tell you that you can leak because of the way you position your heart, because of the way you sat. There are some people that if they sit down, their menses is going to flow backwards. Which means that if you're going to go to somewhere where you will be sitting all day, you wear your part to go behind so that you avoid the leak. There are some people, if they are on their menses and they lie on their side, they will get stains. But if they lie on their side, they will not get stains. So these are practicalities you have to know about yourself. You need to know these things. Because it tells you how to position yourself, it tells you how to sit, it tells you how to lie down to avoid leaks. But that does not mean that the leaks will not happen. I have had my own embarrassing story with leaks, and I'm sure if I go around this hall, everybody has a story to tell. It's not because you were careless. In fact, on that day I forgot. Not forgetting that I don't know that was on my period. I knew. But it was day 5. I had an interview, and I was like, oh, this is not going to flow that much. It's day 5. No, I wore a pad, please, excuse me. I wore a pad, and I went to the interview, and I was expecting that, oh, by midday, I should be done with my interview and go back home. And they didn't get tracking, and I was just sitting in one position. And watching people go in and come out, and then boom, they called my name at about 4 p.m. As I stood up, I fell, boom! And I was just walking. By the time I entered in the room, I was being interviewed by 3 men. Immediately I entered the room, and they said, excuse me, I should be back. I'm sure I tried to get back, there's no problem. So, the blood was just following me down. And then I stood very confused. He said, sit down, I sat. My mom was like, should I go through this interview? Should I just take if I want to go home? Or how do I saw blood on the floor? Anyway. Let's just go with this thing. And then they were asking me questions, and I was responding to my questions like nothing was happening. Asked when they were done with the interview. But T was like, yes, thank you very much. You can now go. I said, sir, I'm not going. He said, sorry. Did any of us make you uncomfortable? I said, no, you did not make me uncomfortable. He said, so why are you not going? I said, sir, I'm staying though. He said, oh, I'm very sorry. You can use my bathroom. There is tissue. Do you need anything? I woke up and I moved as I was going the blood was. I moved into the bathroom. I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, what did you do? And then I cleaned up myself, and I came out with a pack of tissue to clean the one that was on the floor. I was like, no. Leave it. The cleaner is going to take it. I said, no. And then the other one was telling me, no, leave her to do what she wants to do. Some people are not comfortable with other people seeing their blood and everything. So I took my time. They gave me time. Say, take your time. I cleaned, finished, went inside the bathroom, flushed, washed my hands, made sure I did not leave blood anywhere. And then I came out and was like, thank you very much for your time. I think I can now. I know them burst into laughter, you know? Because another person would have just woken up and quietly gone out of the hall, or perhaps sit there and start crying. But what the doctor told me that it was not my error to die for, and that my mouth was meant to talk. interview hall, I was jumping and shouting. And then I was like, did they give you an employment letter? I said, no, don't worry, let's just go. I will tell you on the way. She was like, and then I was jumping, like I was literally jumping and shouting. And when I reached, when we were in the taxi, that's when I told her what happened. She was like, what? And then you came out jumping. I said, yes, what else do you want me to do? She was like, are you not afraid that I will not give you a job? I said, why? Because I'm leaving. It's not a crime to bleed. In fact, it is normal to bleed. So those of us who are CEOs or planning to be CEOs, let me tell you something. Make your working environment very woman-friendly. You move into bathrooms and you see tissue. Why can you not move into bathrooms and you see pads? Why? If they find there, you know, if I have female employees, I should pick pads. I should make sure there's adequate amenities for them to wash. There's water. Eh? So that if a woman comes and her menses surprises her at work, she should not come and tell you, I have to go home, I cannot work today. A lot of us are not productive at work because your menses come and you're just fidgeting. Am I going to get stains? How am I going to do it now? It's always, you're always in that, you're always like going around. What should I do? How am I going to do this? You know, when you're on your period. And it's really sad. So we need to know ourselves very well to avoid these stories that touch. You need to know that on the 2 of my periods, I don't know. So I should carry extra pad. So instead of changing after 6 hours, I should change after 3 hours. Because if I wait till 6 hours, the story is really going to come from, I don't know where men's classes, I don't know that. So if you know these things, then I think you know your body. You know it, because the other part you can see. Can confidently tell you that my breast is a size 38. Maybe because I've taken a tape and I've measured it. So please, let's get to that point where you can comfortably say who you are. And by the way, after you have now known who you are, what do you now say that is beauty? Everything I said, did I talk about the vagina being beautiful? I'm not sure I said that. So what's your definition? Is it because you are thirsty? Or because you're tall? Or because you can work majestically? Or because you have buttocks like my own like this? Don't mind my buttocks. These buttocks like this, I wanted to cut it one time because I was not comfortable. What is this now? What is this? And then I enter Bodytalk and saw that, Mami, you are very okay, there's no problem. Just flow. Just continue flowing. So we should have clear definitions of what we think is automatically started calling him Wonders. And people even started believing that he was a very fine boy. And he dated the most beautiful girl in school. So we read meaning into what we want others to read meaning into. If you want people to see you as beautiful, present yourself as beautiful. If you want people to see you as confident, present yourself as confident. I don't need my shoes to tell you that. Okay. So there are some things we did not already talk about, which we are hoping is going to come out during the panel discussion, like the issue of the hymen I made mention of. And after that, we are going to have a small game to close this session. So, can we be on our feet, please? Just stand up. It's good exercise. And you are going to powerfully join me. Welcome, Dr. Bamli and Dr. Guanyama to the stage. I'm sorry. Can we have Petunia join us on stage? You have the opportunity to ask a question. So do we have questions? Show your hand. If you those who show their hands are the people I'm going to take. So we have one. Do you have a question? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 questions. Okay, 6. And how I other about it. So if you are white, you go to
On the vulva and the emotion of the vulva and the vagina. Because actually it's right that we should not wash our vagina with soap, but for the vulva, is it okay to wash with soap? I'm a student and finance assistant at an NGO. So my question is regarding the beginning of the presentation, we spoke about the vulva and the vagina. That it's not right to wash our vagina with soap. So I'm asking that is it okay to wash the vulva with soap? And the answer to the question, I have another question. Okay, the second question, if it's yes, from my personal experience, I've once washed my vulva with soap, but until that after like maybe 2 days, I start having a reaction, like maybe some kind of like slight itches, I will stop. And when I stop, it's okay. Whenever I start again, there's always like, so I just stop washing with soap. I just use water.
Usually we don't advise soap to be used at the vulva and the vagina because they have irritants, things that will irritate your skin. You know down there it's very sensitive. Some people or some practitioners can advise that you can use maximum, you can use the savon because you have to avoid these perfume soaps because they are going to cause you saw what you had an irritation. So, but if you, since it's the vulva, you know the vulva, you saw what the vulva contains, you have the long pubis, you know it has down there, but yeah, sometimes you need to wash it for this, you know, you have oily, sometimes it's oily down there, you have to wash it, but you need to avoid soap as you have also put at the level of the vagina. And then there's more we're going to talk about, I can just say now, you need to avoid sending your fingers into the vagina. The vagina cleanses itself, it does not need any of your fingers inside. Instead, when you send your fingers inside, you're going to destabilize the good bacteria that are inside and they're going to cause what you call sugar. So those are one of the causes of sugar. So just going ahead a little bit before. And you said the second was?
Being just with soap or water, it does not mean you go and spend like 5 minutes there. It's just 1, 2, highest 3 times. It should be clean. So once you go there and you spend like a whole time, so it has to be very clean. No, just 1 to 2. It's okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Radibel. I'm a 6-year dental medicine student in the Faculty of Medicine. My first question, actually I have 3 questions. My first question is, what if you're in an area where the water is really dirty and you want to disinfect the water? You need to use the toilet. Also, people are getting some poison and body shower to disinfect the water. Like those who use wells. Can you use that same water to clean yourself and to wash your walk out? That's my first question. Is to what point at what level can you shave your pubic region? Like when we were in boarding school years back, some people used to shave and you don't see any hair at all. So I'm going to ask if that's healthy or not, and at what level are you supposed to shave? And my last question is concerning, one time I had some pain in my right region, and when I did an echography, it showed I had a dystrophic ovary. But I just want to find out if a dystrophic ovary is meant to be painful or not. Thank you.
The water, if you can use them. The thing you have to know is, you will not definitely leave your vagina dirty. Because the water, you have this sort of water. It means if we're going to the community, we're not going to tell them to use pipe-borne water if they don't have. So we get them directly with their own source of water. So if you're using, there are people who use the stream, the well, and all that. So it's okay for you to disinfect the water you use. Like I said, you don't wash too much and you don't put your hands inside your vagina. That's the main thing. So one thing you should know is that you should consider, we understand that it's a private part, But as you're bathing, you can consider it as part of your body. Like you're bathing, you're washing your arm. You understand? Yes. So if you consider it as that, it's okay. Because as you're washing it outside, like Dr. Vanessa was saying that the girl washed and she's not branched. Yeah, so you're just branching there to wash that part and go. So you don't take time, you don't take time there as you take the water and the struggle. So you can use the stuff. You can use the oxygen. But now it's your mixture. It's difficult for you to do this, to actually determine what quantity. You understand? So normally we let around 5% and disinfect. So now you can take like a bucket of water, you put even just a cup of eau de javel, the cup of the bottle, or even the cup of the Dettol. It's going to disinfect that water. So you must not take like a good, just say 5%, for example. Yes. And you disinfect, so you use it, that's okay.
You know, if you don't have eau de javel, you have Dettol, you can also use Dettol. You use the cover and you put. If you don't have Dettol, you boil. Okay, you boil the water. And well, I will differ a bit from that. I like taking my time down there. I like washing. I like taking my time and washing. But actually, when you're using, if you want to use soap on your pubis, you're not going to take your time there. You have to take time. I don't know. Are you understanding me? Yeah. That's why I like taking my time down there. Anybody takes time like me too? I take water and I wash and I look at it. I admire it. I look for any abnormalities. Is it okay? You know, sometimes I see it's dry. I go and take maybe coconut oil or Vaseline or glycerin, rub at the sides and the tie. I just wait a minute. No, after I finish bathing. So I take my time there. Okay, now for shaving. You have different schools of thought. Some say that you use scissors. Some say you use that you don't need to shave it to be right, like your skin, shiny like your skin. Some say you use the bead, you know, but don't use shaving cream then, please. I know people will say I've been using it. It is not healthy for your skin there. The day is going to burn you, that's the day you understand. Don't use shaving cream on your mons pubis or on your sexual lips. They'll show you people, right? The labia majora, the labia minora. Each person's vulva is different. There are some people that have hair on their labia majora, on their labia minora. You saw it, right? Some people don't have it there. Some people have it on the mons pubis. So each person is different. You know your skin, right? You know how to shave it, how to go about it. Whichever one is easier for you, use it. If it's the scissors or it's the bead. But the most important is that do not use shaving cream there. And many a times when you shave, you discover that it might be irritating. You can use olive oil. Okay? Now for dystrophic ovaries, that's a great question. But I don't know how many people understand what are dystrophic ovaries. It just simply means that your ovaries are not functioning well. If you want to talk about the ovaries, we can take the whole day today to talk about ovaries. But just one thing, people saw the ovaries there, right? Yes. Okay, ovaries are a reproductive, that's their part of female body, reproductive system, that's where eggs are stored. The eggs that are released during ovulation in order that the sperm fertilizes that egg and produces a baby. Okay? Now, this ovaries, just like any other organ, can have issues. It can be that these ovaries are not ovulating regularly as they're supposed to ovulate. Or these ovaries are also part of what we call the system that produces what we call hormones. Hormones are substances that help to regulate certain things in our bodies. And the ovaries, they produce practically the major hormones they produce others too are estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen is what makes you look beautiful. Estrogen is what makes us menstruate. Progesterone is the pregnancy hormone, is what maintains pregnancy. So these ovaries are responsible for releasing the substances so that our bodies respond to them normally. So if the ovaries are not functioning, we talk of dystrophic ovaries. Now, we might have various things why an ovary is not functioning. Maybe it's a cyst. Oh, ovarian cyst is the whole topic on its own, because immediately they tell you at the ecography you have a cyst, everybody starts crying. Think that is cancer. Oh no. A cyst is just a sac of fluid. Now there are different types of cysts, but most commonly we have what we call functional cysts. Functional cysts means that this ovary was supposed to have ovulated. The egg was supposed to have ovulated, but it did not ovulate. So it started filling inside, and it became big. And now when it becomes big, what happens? The ovary has nerves. You know, these nerves, these are things, and nerves are parts of the body that produce pain. They help, it's through the nerves that you feel pain. Now if it stretches, you start feeling pain at that level. So that's why you see that, you might have a dystrophic ovary and have pain. So depending on what is happening to that ovary, it's not all the time that you have a dystrophic ovary that you have pain, but each time you have pain, know that there is something wrong with the ovary. If you have pain at the level of the ovary, because normally it doesn't pain.
You know that when somebody talks about what he knows, he can take the whole day and say it's most beautiful. As we told you, this conference is offering you a peculiar opportunity, which is having them right before you, and even after this conference, you are opportune to meet them one-on-one and say your problems. Unfortunately or fortunately, we have so many things we want to learn about today.
Because we have the medical experts there, but we have someone as well who works with a lot of young people, who is Fetsula. And I wanted to ask her, as someone who goes into the community, she has a lot of young girls right here from her air program. What is like maybe the funniest thing or the strangest thing you've ever heard from a girl about, like a wrong knowledge that they have about their body, something that we encounter right here, a myth that you've encountered in all your health education talks you're into in all these communities you go to, something that was very funny or strange that a young girl told you and be surprised that you told that this was true?
Yeah, I will just say that for now. Also, end of year 2020, and I work as a grant maker now, covering the region of sub-Saharan Africa. What I've heard that is really funny is with menstruation, around girls taking leaves or cotton to block their menses if you don't have money to buy a sanitary pad, so that you can go later, remove that cotton, and the blood just flows out. So that was very disturbing for me. It came to a point that I realized that people don't actually have access. Menstrual hygiene is something, menstrual management is another, and menstrual waste is another topic that if we start is going to bring so much out here. I know there's no time, so I will just say that's one. Another was the use of honey. Yes, the abuse of honey. Like if you're having extra, you can use it for prevention of pregnancies. Like during your ovulation, you can continuously use honey, and you're not going to get pregnant. So,
well, I think that was when I think that honey is one of the substances that help to contract the uterus, the womb. That is why when a woman is pregnant, she doesn't take honey. Honey is contraindicated during pregnancy because it helps to contract the womb. Yeah.
Using honey,
that is why they use it, so that if there's anything, it contracts and it goes out. Yeah.
chemicals in her vagina, and she was using it maybe like to prevent during her menses. She puts it there, maybe it can reduce the flow and all that. So she didn't know it was causing a problem to her. But when she got pregnant, so she had it caused adhesion. So you see that tube, it got blocked. Her vagina got blocked. So then we had to do her an operation because she could not deliver now vaginally. Because her vagina. So when it was blocked, it was not like something she was born with. Because if you see an abnormality which is congenital, you're going to know. So when we saw that it was actually erosive, but it was gradual because she didn't know that that's what happened to her. So when it occurred, and since she was seeing her period, it was just partial, it was not completely blocked. But now during delivery, we know the vagina is going to expand for the baby to come out. And if it expands, these scars which have been formed is going to cause massive bleeding. So she had to undergo a cesarean section just because of that. So those are some effects which happens in the community and they don't know the side effect in the long run. Thank you.
So why can't we meet new people? Do you have your...
I can go on any social media platform.
Talk pregnancy.
Like Talk Pregnancy with Dr. Bella. Then let's meet directly. Thank you.
Thank you.
In public and also in private. So in public, I consult at the gyneco on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Hôpital gynéco-obstétrique de Mousseau, c'est ça?
Yes, I'm Dr. Bani. In private, I consult on rendezvous.
So the number, is it indiscreet? The number to get to you if you want to...
Okay, 6703 884 58.
And our Africa coordinator.
So they usually call us Lipios, but you can find us on social media, Lipio Africa. You can also find me on social media, L as in lip, your lippy, lippy to faith. L-E-A-P, girl, then Africa.
In one word? In one straight?
Yes.
Okay.
Then my contact is 677 82 12 25. So usually we have safe spaces for survivors of abuse where we get to do referrals to medical doctors, psychosocialists, because we recognize that sometimes we don't have all the expertise, and also spaces for adolescent girls to just come and chat about their bodies, talk about GBV, what is happening in their communities. Yeah.
Okay, just to get my number, 678.
Doctors and our bush scholar, thank you very much. Can we celebrate them again, please? Please, is that all they deserve? Thank you so much. As I told you at the beginning, make the most out of your 10,000 and your time, and even the more of the most. Thank you so much, Dr. Mbi. Has it transformed your perception of yourself, of your vagina, or your sexual health?
Yes.
So put your hands together for our doctor, please. Now, as she said, before... Okay, please. Okay, you laughed already. You know, I just want you to celebrate her over and over again. You know.
So, very interesting. You see me, I have the most ugly handwriting I know. And throughout school, they insulted me for it. You know, I used to write very well. I used to actually have one of the best handwriting in my class. Until I got to the 5th year. And then it became a mess. And each time I would hold a pen to write, it's like I'm just scratching something. And And when I became a doctor, it became worse because every time I write something, they have to come back, doctor, what is this? What did you write? And then one day somebody was insulting me about it, and then do you know what I told that person? I said, see, I'm very intelligent. My brain actually works faster than my hand. And my hand has to catch up. I don't have to just catch. And so that's why I don't want to hold the microphone. Because I'm going to run faster than the microphone, and at some point you're going to not get me. So just permit me speak like this. There is a question on the board. What is your definition of the perfect body? Is it something like this? Size, slim, true or false? False. What is your definition also? It's not somebody's own. It's not what the other person thinks. Please actually write it. Write what you think. Perfect size, slim. If you think true, write true. If you think false, put false. Hair. Oh God. Who has no straight? Who doesn't go straight yet? See, I go straight. Hey, you can answer straight. I can answer. And what is the perfect skin color? There? Now, I'm going to ask one last question. And it's not going to be true or false. I'm not going to decide what body. Who is ready for that? The perfect body is the body you love and work for. True or true? True. It's the body you love and work for. Absolutely. And I'm by that telling you to love your body because you cannot change what you don't like. Some people say, no, I change what I don't like. If you don't like it, you will not change. It's when you like it that you can change it. Because when you like it, you begin to see what you want to change. That's when you start to go, Jesus. You created all of us. Created it all. And then after you see that, you created it all. I did that as I'm beautiful like this. Okay, let me get back to normal on this side. And you have decided because you really love what you see, not because you hate what you see. Because when you hate it, every time you stand in front of the mirror, the only thing you see is that my tummy is large. And because of that, I'm not beautiful. Oh, I'm a plus size. And because of that, I'm not beautiful. Oh, I have hair that shrinks like this. Unless I please. Please, I'm very cold. Some of which we ourselves bring upon ourselves. We are the ones who go about telling people, oh, because my hair is like this, I'm not fine. Because I'm not tall, I'm not the fine hair. Fine hair are those who are tall. Who told you? Who said this? You. They are saying this that there can be the girl next to you. So this needs comes from us. And we have to mystify it. And by the way, we are moving on to the next part. And we will have Brown who will be assisting in this part. Please, it's going to be very participatory and we have to go very fast. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. You're happy and you're happy and you sit and you know it's a body talk. Body talk. Okay, I'm going to introduce you to something that will be body talk. Body talk. Let's talk body. Thank you. Please clap for yourself. Okay, so I'm called Norma Brown, but you can call me Brownie. However you want to call me, everybody calls me Brownie. We are going to do a little demonstration on how to use a condom. And at the same time, we're going to make it fun because we know that there are a lot of people here who see it as a taboo, right? Personally, I don't know how to use a condom. So, Dr. Van will be teaching me as well as teaching us all. Okay. First things first, let's play a little game. What do you think is context, sexual concept, what do you think is concept? I will just be picking one answer per question. What's concept?
Good morning, everyone. My name is
Okay, please, are we together? Are we together? Please, I need your attention. Okay, she says consent is getting permission from your partner or your sexual partner before engaging in any sexual activity. True or false? True. Right. Now, why do you think consent is important? What's the very first? Why do you think this? Why do you think consent is important?
I think consent is important because anything outside consent I consider it as rape. So if you don't obtain my consent, maybe even at the level of marriage, I think consent is important.
Okay, that's such a sensitive side. Even at the level of marriage, consent is important. If you touch me without my consent, even in marriage, it is rape. True or false? The married women. True or false? True. The men will not agree, but whatever be the case, what she has said is very true. Mary says that consent is important because anything that happens sexually, even if touched by someone without the other person's consent, is considered as rape, right? Engaging into any sexual act or touch or anything that makes the person feel uncomfortable, that person's consent is considered as rape. And we all know that rape is punishable by law, right? Now, I'm going to do a little exercise. Okay. If you know what a condom is, raise your hand. If you know what a condom is, raise your hand. Okay, we got to over. Can we have some condoms? Okay, the condoms are around. Can you identify the type of condom that you have in your hand? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. First things first, when you have a condom in your hand or you want to use a condom, what's the first thing you do? Press it. It's on the board. Can we repeat it together? Yes. Expiry date. Perfect. Why do we check the expiry date? Why is it important to check the expiry date? Why do we think it's important? To be certain that it will not be detrimental to you, but most especially, like she says, of course, it is important so that the condom will be able to perform its right function. Okay. An expired condom can break during sexual intercourse. An expired condom can cause allergic reactions. There are a lot of things that an expired condom can do, which means it's okay. It's okay to use. Do we all have condoms that have not expired? We all have condoms that are not expired. Do you have it in your hands? Okay, the next step is now. Yeah, we are very now, open your condom. Look at the angle at which you are opening the condom. Please, before you open the condom, we know what the vagina is like. We know. Yeah. Everybody see if you guys don't know. We know. I have a defective vagina, don't mind. We know. This vagina is having just the vagina orifice. Have you seen it? Yes. Okay. Do we know what a penis is? Yes. We are going to wear the condom. We are going to wear it and then we will remove it. On this one. There's no live sessions here. Because we don't have volunteers. So, we are going to shower. We are going to wear it and we are going to take it off. So, like you see there, when you take the condom, it's important to get the date of expiry. So, I do not want to touch the condom. Please, it's not a taboo to see it and hold it. Yeah, please. So now that we have all confirmed that this condom is ready for use, the next thing will be to put on the condom. You cannot put on the condom if the penis is not erect. So, we already have an erect penis, that's why they use wood, so that it will be easy to demonstrate. People open condoms in very funny style. See, the hair, I don't know what in mind or the directive as to where you can get. But this does not have, but when you look at the edges, you see the rough edges. That is where you can actually tear from there. Okay. So when you tear and you take out the condom, what will you notice? It's oily.
It looks like a balloon.
Looks like a balloon. They say it's oily, it looks like a balloon. That's a ring. You have a ring. What else? Are we seeing the teeth? How is right? So, and why do you think it's oily?
To ease penetration.
To ease what? To ease the wearing. So, the better I want it. Now there are some condoms that actually come with extra lubricants. Because like I said, the wall of the vagina is not smooth. So while this condom may be smooth, it comes in contact with the surface that is not smooth. And so sometimes you may need to put an extra lubricant to prevent irritation that can happen. And some people want the extra lubricant to ease their movements. So it's one, not two. And you're done. What is the essence of the condom? Why did you wear the condom? Yeah.
Condom, there are two things I know condom does. It prevents unwanted pregnancy, one. Condom prevents sexually transmitted diseases such as HIV.
So yeah, right. So now that you have worn the condom and you don't want a pregnancy, so it means that you have to take it off the right way as well. Most of the time, people don't have a problem wearing the condom, but they have a problem removing the condom. And as such, sometimes men spills back. Yes.
Actually, some people also find it difficult to wear the condom because when you remove the condom, it has two sides. There's the side which is easier to pull and there's the side which is difficult to pull. So when you move, you have to take the side that's easier to pull. I don't know if somebody had.
Easy.
Have another one.
If you check at the tip, when you take the remove, this side is easier to pull. If this is you need to just pull it down. But if you mistakenly change the other side, for you to pull it down, it might be difficult. And imagine that you have had sex like that for the first round and you're rubbing.
Okay, stop it. One thing about this song is not. Okay, so basically, what we are most afraid of is that the condom can burst. Right? And it means that in the way you manipulate it, you may do that and burst before you really use it. So that's the only thing you're afraid of. But out of that, if you're sure that you're on the right side of the condom, you go ahead and put it on. Now, anything that can make it to burst, yes, Madam Shanti.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Shanti Nambawa. I'm from CCL Services. I just wanted to remark that to limit the
condom bursting, you need to pinch the tip before you roll it down. So that's one of the principal ways of preventing it from bursting and helping the seminal fluid to collect on that tip. So don't forget to pinch the tip before you roll it on the pelvis. Yeah. See that dog do not pinch. So you may my friction will easily come up. And then what Camilla was talking about, that piece of rolling it down, you realize that side that is easier to roll down, it has the oil on top. The oil on top is for the lubrication of the, is to assist in the lubrication of the vagina. So, and then it has that side that is easier to roll down. So the less oily part should be the one that is under, and the oily part should be the one that is upon. So you manage to pinch it, place it, and roll down.
Thank you very much. So from all of what has been said, did I wear this condom right? No. Did I wear it right? No. Thank you. I'm happy that your responses provoked you to see that this was wrong. It was a trap. Can I pinch? No. Is it right? Can I pinch it? No. And they tell you that pinch it a roulette. Who has ever heard that? That you pinch it and you, and I've explained the reason why you're pinching before unrolling is because you don't want the semen spilling back. You don't want the semen spilling back because if you want it correctly, you will see the pulp at the bottom where the semen is going to collect. And so before you remove it, you make sure you pinch and then you unroll to take it off. So because we are in want of time, I did not give you this one because then have you ever seen this? Yes. Okay. So what is this? Some people are not comfortable using it. But then people will say that it's easier to use. Because you can wear this condom well ahead of time. It's not like the male condom that you must only wear when the penis is erect. This one you can wear it before. So, but then some people complain that it's difficult to wear and blah 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 blah. So who wants to wear it? Fabiola wants to wear it. Come and wear it. So she's going to follow the steps.
Okay, first thing first, put the expiry date. The second thing is documentation because the male condom has to check if he has a hole. It's going to check if it's puffy. And if it's puffy, if it's not having a hole, like if it's not puffy, don't use it. Know that it has been burst or something. But if it's puffy, then you can use it. So you try normally. It's very, very good. The other one is not as So, male condom. And it's actually 2 times bigger than the male condom. But it has a lot of advantage as compared to the male condom. Because for this, as Dr. rightly said, you can stay for long. That means you can put it and you're walking, you know that you want to attract your husband. All the life. Yeah, so before inserting the male condom, you have to 2 parts that they really pat down. You twist it to form the figure 8. You can call your spouse, you can do it yourself. You raise your leg up, you can lie down, you raise your one leg up, and you insert into your vagina. Make sure you twist it to form the figure 8. when it enters into the vagina, it opens back here, and make sure you arrange this one into the vulva, on top of the vulva, the lips of the vagina. When you arrange, you're good to go for sexual intercourse. After that, it comes and all the lights, it accumulates. So the way around the dog can now remove. Therefore, male condom is just one. Every after each sex you go for. And for the female condom, 2 times there's no issue. That's the advantage of the female condom.
Jesus,